So I have a question here about Jeshua's home life. So let me read it. I've always wondered about Jeshua's home life as a married man. How did he earn a living, support his family? In what kind of home did he dwell? The scriptures describe him teaching full-time, and it makes me wonder how he could have supported his family doing that and been on the road for long periods of time away from his family. It's an interesting question, but it's assuming a lot. And let me say why I say that, because Jeshua did teach full-time. Jeshua did travel full-time, and the family was with him full-time. And as far as earning a living, Jeshua was supported by donors, by people offering him homes to stay in and feeding him and giving them money. And they had donations. He continually taught and facilitated healings, and he did this work full time. His wife, Mariam, who he called Ishti, was with him during all of that. His mother actually did travel with him. His brother traveled with him. And he traveled full time, and he stayed in houses all over the place and sometimes slept outside. It was not a traditional marriage at all. It was a, we are teaching, and that is what we are doing, and we are traveling. One of the things that I remember John being responsible for, actually, John and his brother James would go forward to the next village and prepare the housing and find the donors and find the people who would support the teaching. And so it was one of those situations where, advanced teams were going ahead to make sure the things were in place. And I said in another video about Judas was basically the treasurer. He was the one who would collect the donations and deal with the donations. And so there was a definite process. There was a group that was traveling and was always provided for. You got to remember that Lazarus was a wealthy man, and he obviously stayed with Lazarus multiple times. And even upon Jeshua's death, Joseph of Arimathea placed him in his tomb, which was a wealthy man's tomb. And he was bought off the cross by Joseph of Arimathea. And so it's very much a situation where the teacher was being supported by the people he taught. And the family supported the teacher as well. And so they all traveled with the teacher. And the teacher was Jeshua. I hope that answers your question. And I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.